This interview is already in progress. Thank you for listening.
To speak to you since we started following each other and since you've been sending me your music. You got a couple of really good songs out. One of them is Party. I really like Party. Party is a good song, and it looks like that you have a remix on that. Is that the one? Is it or is it Slide? It's Slide.
Slide. I guess you could kind of say it's an answer to party time in a way. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Slide and Party Time is two different songs though, right?
Correct. Correct.
But Slide has a looks like you had some type of mix on it, or was that just DJ Neely mixing it up that way? Because I heard it was playing one time, and I don't remember where I heard it from, but I heard the mix. It was almost like it was a mix, like a dance mix to it, and I thought it was pretty cool.
The geniusness of D Music. He's a producer, extraordinary producer, and he brings a lot of my production to life, uh, upon his creativity. So we just have a lot of fun when we record our music. Come up with music.
So I'd never heard of you before I started following the whole Southern Soul, and a couple of your neighbors that live in Memphis, and hearing more, and that's how I heard about you through them. So how long have you been making music though?
Making music. I'm gonna say I've been making music since I was 5, but being a recording artist, I released my first single in 2021. In 2021, 22, and up until now, I just been making my way and going around paying my dues. A lot of the people, artists, when I came in, they was giving me encouragement. It's going to be some things that you're going to have to do to go ahead to get yourself out there and to get your name out there, because it's not easy, especially if you're not putting a big bag behind you too for promotion. So when you're coming in, building up brick by brick and going through the mud, it's what you have to do, and that's pretty much how I got here. How I pretty much started, just being around, supporting others.
You said being around and supporting others.
Being around in the loop and supporting others, and that's how I kind of got out there, and having fun for the most part. But I love what I do.
I'm still working on this thing.
No problem.
My TikTok diamonds. I want them to hear. I want them to hear this interview. No. So I'm trying to maneuver my stuff around so that they can hear and see. And so that I can hear and see.
Ma'am, is it cold up there in Virginia today?
No, not today. Actually, what we've been having is like an Indian summer type weather.
Really?
Yeah, like a week ago, it was like cold. Like a week ago, it was cold, and today it's not.
Well, yesterday was like our first day of getting kind of like cold. It was like, I think, in the 40s. Yesterday, today, right now it's like 37.
Because you guys, I saw, like, when I see videos of stuff happening out there in Memphis, you guys were walking around with T-shirts on.
Like I said, as of yesterday, no, we're not.
As of yesterday, no.
As of yesterday, it got cold, like for the first time. And today it's cold, 37 degrees, so no T-shirt weather. It's over.
Okay.
But being here in Memphis, Mississippi, in this Mid-South area, you never know what the weather's going to be. Next week, it could be 65.
Yeah, I think that's happening everywhere. I think that's all over the world. We just jacked up stuff so bad. And not only that, we also, have God hand upon us because we ain't doing right. We not respecting him in the way he wants to be respected when you create something, right?
Oh man, we got hey, hey, that's another story, right? We
That's
can go all day long with that. We can talk all day long about that,
yeah.
but of course, we most definitely have to be obedient to the Most High and most what He asks of us. And like you say, we do get when we don't obey. There's consequences. Uh,
Yes.
so I get what you're saying. There are consequences, and that's the thing called life. We have to make sure we can still hold on to where He can still extend His grace and His mercy
That's
to us,
right.
so we can keep on pushing. Because it ain't easy.
It's not. It's not. It's not easy at all. So, I think that has a lot to do with why we're just freaking out on weather and stuff like this. Weather is just not even behaving right for us. Um, so you said you started your music career in 2022, so you're kind of like a late bloomer.
Well, 2021, yeah, exactly. But I've always been around music. Yeah, I released my first single in 2021. But like I
Okay.
said, I'm a musician first.
Okay.
So,
So what
yeah.
what instruments you play?
Um, I'm a percussionist. I'm a drummer.
Oh.
And I dabble with a little keys, things like of that nature. But yeah, I'm a musician first.
Okay. Now you have a different style. One thing I notice about all of the artists is that everyone seems to have their own individual style, which is good. I mean, that's a good thing. Um, but yours is kind of different because I kind of pegged you as being Muslim because every time I saw you, you had the rag around your head like a
Mm-hmm.
turban. It looks like a
Mm-hmm.
turban.
It's a
but
scar.
but when I did some research on you, it talked about your gospel roots.
Exactly.
So I said, okay, so it's just the look that you portray is the with the hat on because you have very long dreads, very long dreads. How long have you been growing your dreads?
I've been growing my locks. It's been over 18 years. It was 18 years this past May.
Over
Uh,
18 years?
over 18 years. So it's been a journey.
Wow. I can imagine that has to be that's a long time to grow your hair. So has it I don't want to go into hair because this is not what the show is all about, but I do have to ask you, do they get heavy when they're that long? I've just been curious because I noticed that a lot of men as they get older and their dreads are long, they have a lot of short and broken off hair in the front. Is that what happens? And some of
Um,
them even are thinning. The hair is thinning because the length is pulling so much on them.
um, I think when it comes to the thinning, or things like that, maybe come to the over twisting or hereditary.
Could you speak up a little bit louder, please?
Yeah, I think with the shorting of the hair, it's probably the over twisting or Mother Nature just taking over. You know what I mean?
So if
So
it's in your DNA, you're gonna be bald anyway.
yeah, or it's sometimes neglect. You get what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
So so yeah, over time, mine have gotten heavy to where right below my waist, I was sitting on them. It was so long, I was sitting on them, and I would forget that my hair will be so long. So over time, I've cut my hair because it was so long. So now it's a little bit shorter than it was when I first came out. Like a new progress, like a new journey,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna jump back into the music. I just had to say something about the dreaded look because you always have the hats and the turbans on and stuff like that. But it's
Yeah,
your own personal, individual style, and
it,
it works for you.
it, exactly. Yeah, individuality. I like to be myself and what I feel that's cool for me. What may be cool for somebody else, it may not be cool for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I just always wanted to do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like I said, with my roots, is being how I am. I can say I celebrate 365. I celebrate who I am 365, not just in February. So when you see me, yeah, I'm probably gonna look like it's Black History Month. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to represent for my people, and I do this for my folks and my people, and the people who came before me. So I'm just just want to make my people proud, and and just represent as well as I can, and still do the work. You know, because like I said, it's not easy. Even with just living life and doing music and everything all together, it's not easy. So just keep pressing on.
So is this something that you've been doing this for the past 4 to 5 years? I noticed a growth spurt lately. Within the past 6 7 months since I first started hooking up with you. As far as saying hi, I noticed a growth sport. Ah, I noticed that I haven't been asleep really. I haven't been asleep since
You working,
yesterday.
girl?
Yeah, I work like a slave and I don't get no compensation for it.
You
I
get your
tell
just
you,
due.
I
You
tell
gonna get
you,
your just due.
I said my fortune hasn't caught up with my fame yet. It's been going on like that for a minute. We've been going around in circles, with me chasing fortune.
You got we
it's
chase the love
it
of it.
get more.
The love. Keep chasing the love of it. Do you love it? Yes, you love it. Chase it
So
for the love. They said the money will come later.
they said the money will come later. Okay, well I don't know how much later because I am an older woman. I'll be dead. So, but you started this thing late in the game,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you've been in it for 4 years. So, what do you think? I mean, because the whole industry, I think needs an overhaul because it's so jacked up. That they're a new person coming in with it takes a strong will to deal with all of the BS that you have to deal with, and things may go smooth at first, but then stuff just happens. I mean, which you experience. You were supposed to perform at a show of mine at an event, and I had to end up changing the date of the event, which made it so that you couldn't go because you were booked for an event for that time. But in between all that, with getting paid, I don't know how well things work out at the end of the night when it's time to get paid for you or whatever. But I know that it's a lot of stuff that you have to deal with now. Not getting too personal, but how do you feel about all that and in this new journey that you're doing, and do you think that you can develop more tough skin, or is it already tough, or do you see it as something that you will continue to do?
I do see it as something that I will continue to do. 'Cause like I said, I love it. And at this point, I can look at from where I am to from where I was to where I am now. Like I said, you can see the growth and you can see the things that you need to do. There's some more check marks that need to be checked off on. You see there's some more boxes that have been checked off on. So it's like, but I never experienced being promised to get paid and not get paid. So if I was promised to get paid, it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like you have to communicate with people. whether you have somebody negotiating for you, your manager, or you're doing it personally. You have to be able to talk and to develop relationships. And when you develop these relationships, you're going to get a second show or a third show or something like that. So maybe it's for sometime with the first show, maybe artists may not know, or somebody who wants to be an artist. I'm gonna get some game right now. They call it. You need to offer your services because you are a service yourself. You as an artist, you are the product. You are the service. So sometimes maybe you need to convince the people like, hey, man, I'm the one you need to see tonight. I'm the one that need to be open up for your future show. I'm the one you got to put yourself out there and be confident and let them know, hey, all right, I'm gonna do this right here for free. In the second show, then you pay me what I ask of you, and you negotiate something like that. It's really not hard being an artist, but it takes money.
It does. It does. And it takes an investment in yourself. And not just in artistry, but anything that you do, anything that you set your mind out to do, any type of business or anything, be it entertainment or be it selling ties, on the internet. You have to make an investment in yourself. And that's what I find about most independent artists. And it's not just something that I noticed. I've been doing this music thing for over 12 years, and even before then, before I decided to go on radio, I used to do this music thing in California, where my husband and his partners promoted nightclubs that were very, very successful out there for several years. I met a lot of different people. D.L. Hughley used to be he used to be the host. We were the first one in Orange County, California, to have black comedy at the Radisson Plaza. So we had a whole write-up in the LA Times and everything. And D.L. Hughley was the host of that show every night for comedy. It was him, it was Cheryl Underwood, and it was a couple of more that Jeff, all of them, I have met them before. D.L. Hughley, he gave me an insult, and then I think he gave me a compliment. I'm not sure, but I had on this, black and gold shoes that I thought was slingbacks that I thought were really cute. So so of course, being that I was the hostess there, I would help out with the door and stuff like that, but I never really got involved with talking to the comedians and stuff that was there. I just kind of did my job and stuck with it. So one day I happened to be sitting in the front seat with a friend of mine on during one of the nights that he hosted, and he started picking on my shoes.
Wow.
Yeah, he told me that I was Goldilocks. He said, "You click your heels together, click, 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 click. There's no place like home." Just needless to say, he had everybody in the club laughing at my shoes. They were brand new. I liked them shoes. He wasn't picked on it. Then he had the nerve to ask somebody who's the girl with the big ass. So that was the gist of my experience with DL. So, but he used to always say that, I may be short, but when I stand on my wallet, I'm 10 feet tall. I remember that was something he would always say when he was joking on someone in the club. And he was absolutely right. Sometimes you have to say things and put them out there in the atmosphere for them to happen. Because it's really true about you making it happen. You make it happen for yourself. And that's what it seems that you're doing with your music and just breaking into this industry. So are you doing this full-time? Is this a full-time thing for you?
Kind of, sort of. I do a lot of different things, but pretty much, yeah. And we're at a point where we're just creating music, always creating music, not always releasing music, but creating music, because like I said, things have to be you have to be ready. You have to be make sure things are in line. And like I said, I am a late bloomer as coming to be an artist, so I knew that my time was coming. I always encourage people who was always doing music where I'm from in Mississippi. People who came before me, I always encouraged them because I knew my time was coming. So now I'm at a point to where, hey, artists go through ups and downs and things like that. And sometimes you see artists maybe reinvent themselves or come back with a different sound. Because I know when I came out, there was a sound that wasn't out. And there was a sound, when I came, there was a sound that's out now. And I'm my only competition. So I'm just at a point where it's going to be some more fire stuff coming. It's going to be new. It's going to be fresh. No, I don't sound like anybody else. I don't try to sound like anybody else because I'm a musician first. So it's like I'm a representation of everybody I ever met or heard of, So I just try to embody the knowledge and everything that I've gotten over the years. And still now, even some new artists I may listen to that's not Southern Soul. I really don't listen to Southern Soul, so I don't really know what's going on. Sometimes I get a little glimpse of what's going on. But pretty much, I'm a big fan of a lot of different artists, maybe outside of Southern Soul.
Okay.
But yeah.
So what do you classify your music as? Because when I hear your music, it puts me in mind of Funkadelic.
Yes, indeed, it is my favorite genre. You gotta know something. You gotta to be able to appreciate my music. I think you gotta know something musically, and to know your history in music, and not just what sound gimmicky or anything like that. Yeah, because most definitely, Earth, Wind and Fire and SOS Band.
Yeah,
Brother Johnson. Yeah, I grew up on that. My brother
Boosie and all of them.
Boosie,
Yeah.
And even older blues, not Southern Soul. I most shout out to all the early Southern Soul singers, O.B. Buchanan and T.K. Soul and all those other guys, Sir Charles Jones. But I'm talking about blues. That's my mother. Well, not my mother was the gospel. My dad was the blues, and my brothers, two older brothers. That's where the funk and the soul and the hip hop comes in, and this you get Chad Jones. Yeah.
When I heard it, I said, okay, so his is more funk than it is Southern Soul. So you would put your classification, because I'm always, trying to pick the genres, because there's songs that fit for different genres. And there's some songs that go for a couple of different genres, that they could be, they could be pop, they could be Southern Soul. Like yours is Southern Soul and funk. Yours is Southern Soul, because there's a difference between Southern Soul and just soul music.
So what me and my producer come up with, it's called alternative pop soul.
So y'all just gonna make your own genre?
You get what I'm saying?
That's what I think they do.
Because we know what we're doing. We know this is not like really no other. We can kind of, it's like no other. We're students. We're still students. So what we learn, we've embodied this, and we just put it out there. Even though you may hear a different sound, but it's still a blues bass line. It may not sound like your typical bass guitar, but it has a blues bass line. You just have to listen. You got to know your music.
Okay, yeah, I could hear blues in there. I hear some blues in there, but I think that they did that with the Southern Soul rap. with Bad News and stuff.
Shout out to Bad News, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to Bad News.
yeah. He's coming up. I got an interview with him coming up too. But I think that's what, because when they told me that the classification was Southern Soul Rap, I'm like, come on, y'all made that up.
Hey, it's out there because it's been a part of Southern Soul for quite a while now, and I even have a little rap in party time because that's just a part of our generation. Because a lot of us are '80s babies, so we were born in the hip area, hip time. So it's like Southern Soul music is gonna change. So now it got branches. Southern Soul have a tree now to where now you have Southern Soul rap or Southern Soul soul or whatever, Southern Soul blues. But it's a good thing, and I like to see where it's at. It's going higher. It's getting bigger. I'm glad that I had the opportunity and had the privilege to be a part of the Southern Soul being. Well, Mississippi is the home of Southern Soul, and I had a chance to be inducted into that where my name is in there.
That's good. That's always a good thing. What I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to play the song "Slide to Slide," side to side. I'm gonna try to play that. Okay. I still haven't did my homework and studied my new dashboard yet, so bear with me. I'll take it out in the edits. So okay, so let me see if I can get this one called "Slide from Slide to Slide." Let's see if we can get it up. So okay, so let me see if I can get this. Okay, there's a
LJDN Live
commercial.
with Lena Jones
We're
is
gonna skip
crashing
to
into
the
your
next
mornings
one.
with bold beats, real talk, and unapologetic vibes. From indie artists to mic-dropping moments, we're turning up the volume on what radio should be. Tune in, tap in, and turn it.
And right now, you're kicking it on the new generation station, WLJD.
You got to give me your spot too. Okay, so I'm coming back on to try it again. I have Chad, you still with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I was just trying to see what it's doing. So tell me about who inspires you. I'm working on this. Go ahead. Tell me about where your inspiration comes from. So you talked about the type of genre that it fits in, which gives me a better understanding of where to place your music. So tell me about who inspired you and coming up.
Coming up, like I said, my dad was more so with the blues, and later he started listening to quartet music like Lee Williams. So with the blues, more so like Muddy Waters and with the song "I'm a Man," things like that.
This is a man's world.
Just that old down home blues. And with my mom with Mississippi Mass Choir and songs like that, people like that, and her even with John P. Key, and that's a little funky gospel. You get what I'm saying? So, and with like I said, my older brother, with him with Earth, Wind, Fire, Michael Jackson, and then with my other brother, he was more of a hip hop R&B style. So, of course, R. Kelly, Run DMC, 3-6 Mafia, 8 Ball, MJG, UGK, MC Bun B, all the southern music like Big Crit, just a lot of mostly hip hop. Mostly hip hop. I'm really a drummer who became a singer. Well, a drummer who became a rapper, who became a singer. Who's just an artist.
Who's just an artist? That's the bottom line. So what? So do you have your schedule out for the new year, for 2026?
I haven't had a chance to put the schedule out, but I will put it up by the end of this week. So 2026, we do have some days this coming up. We have a Uncle T. He has a birthday coming up. We're gonna be celebrating with him. Have some more dates we have to lock in for next year. But upcoming date that I have is in Charleston, Mississippi, for one of my longtime friends, childhood friends, Henry Altman, Jeans and Boots, birthday bash. Breeze Do Too Much gonna be there. Chad Jones gonna be there. A couple more artists that I just found out I just found out about them. They're great. They're gonna be there November 22nd, Charleston, Mississippi. November 22nd. This year.
Wow, that sounds really good. Now, I wanted to ask you something. I'm trying to do too many things, and my mind is just like, my mind is telling me that I'm doing too many things at one time and trying to multitask. Let me see what it was that I wanted to ask you. It was really important too, and I can't remember what it was because I'm doing this. It has just something to do with your music. Shoot. Okay, so you said you don't have your schedule up for who does your booking?
Myself.
Oh, okay. Okay, well that's interesting. That's interesting to know.
I also have my producer. He's also my manager, Dean Neely. So you can either contact me or him if there needs to be in the booking. But most definitely you can call me 662-671-0561.
Okay. Let's so tell me a little bit about this song Slide. Tell me a little bit about this. The one that I'm trying to get up.
Side by side.
Side by side, yeah.
With the side by side slide. It's a fun song. I had some family with me. I don't know if you can hear the background on there where it sounds like a party going on.
I think that's the sound that you wanted to.
Yeah, you thought there was a track. No, there's real live people clapping and foot stomping back there.
Okay.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? We try to we want to create, like they say, feel good music. Make music that.
Oh,
Make
okay.
you feel good.
I see what I'm
Make you feel
doing.
like the music that we grew up on. You know what I mean? To make you have that feeling. You're like, oh, this sound like this, or this sound like something I could play this at my barbecue or at a party or whatever. I want you to feel like this. I want to give you that same feeling at those old time classics.
Okay. I think I figured out what my problem was.
It's all right.
I think I figured out what the problem was. I was in the wrong playlist. Okay. I still thought that we were doing soul, but we have moved on because it's after 12:45. So we moved on to the indie playlist, and that's what I was looking at. I was in the wrong playlist. That's why I wasn't playing. I'm like, why is the song not playing? That's what. I was in the wrong playlist. That's why I wasn't playing. I'm like, why is the song not playing? That's what happened. I'm gonna play. Let's do which one? Kisses or Party Time? Sweet Thing or Your Move? Which one?
We can do Kisses. Try Kisses.
Okay, let's do Kisses. This is Kisses by Chad Jones.
Sweet thing, I don't want you to go, my sweet thing. I'd rather be loving on you. We don't need our phone. Tell your friends we need time alone. No excuses, just you and me. I'm pleasing on you, you're pleasing on me. I feel love whenever I'm around you, baby. You know your kisses sweeter than a honey. I'd rather be loving on you. You're not off my feet. Oh, I'd rather be loving on you. Feels good about loving. I like kisses in the morning, good loving in the evening, on top heavily breathing. Oh, I love how you receiving. Your kiss is sweeter than a peach. Your love is all I need. Oh, I love how you receiving. Oh, I love how you receiving. Love is in the air. No one can compare. You got me high as a bird, and I don't wanna come down. You're my queen with the crown. You're the good loving in the evening, on top heavily breathing. Oh, I love how you receiving. Your kiss is sweeter than a peach. Your love is all I need. Oh, I love how you receiving. Oh, I love how you receiving.
All right. Okay, that was Chad Jones' song Kisses. That was pretty good. Now that's what I was saying about that funk. You got that funk in your songs. You see how that started when it first came on, that deep. I call it the funk. Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I said, we just want to make it.
Your phone is starting to break up. Your phone is starting to break up again.
What
Okay.
about now?
Okay, that's better. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, we just wanted to make, like, my producer. I've been knowing him a long time, and I always said for years before I became up under him as an artist, I always told him, man, you're gonna be my producer. And we'd be on the phone. I would make songs up, and he would listen to me. He'd be like, there's actually a song, Chad. You know that? I'm like, I know. And so years came by. He always thought I was just talking, and I knew, and it didn't seem like my life was going to end up that way. But like I said, you have to speak these things, like you said. You have to speak these things until they happen.
Yes, you do.
Believe it.
You have to. It's believing. It's it's just believing that it would be happening. You know what they say about the faith of a mustard seed, right?
Yeah, believing a way out of no way. Believing a way out of no way.
Yes.
And that's how it happened. So when we came together, we was learning. We still had to learn more. Once we got together, after we had gathered all our information and knowledge that we knew about music, we still had to learn more. So that's why I said I'm always a student, because even though we knew each other, we had to learn each other more and appreciate. And for 2 weeks straight, it was me and him. I was locked in for 2 weeks straight. We didn't go nowhere.
Okay.
We had a week break, and I made like over 20 songs during that time, and we released, I guess 11 so far. And this where it has got me. Like I said, I'm appreciative of people who want to see your talents or see your gifts and appreciate your art and what you got going. So it's been a privilege and an honor, and I don't take it lightly. And like I said, I enjoy it.
It's good.
I've always wanted to do.
You know what I look for in independent artist music? Like, I just pretty much play a lot of the songs that are sent to me. I try to give all of the songs a fair round, but sometimes when you have 7 songs, you put 2 of them in there and you got another person sending you another 7 songs. Sometimes you don't want to have a playlist of all that, just one person, which I'm, trying to even it out a little bit. But I like to hear songs that sound professional. I like it when I can get a song from an independent artist that I can mix in with commercial. That I can put in there on that commercial playlist and it blends right in. You know what I mean? It's like, because the commercial music is playing and it's good and it's all that. And then if you put a jacked up independent artist song in there, it kind of messes up the whole flow. And people that are listening to the radio is like, what the hell? Who was that? But when you can put in a song that starts out with a professional, the music is professional, you can hear the bass, you can hear the guitar, you can hear all the instruments in the music, and it has that sound to it. I guess it's a stereo sound. I don't know what it is that to call it. I just know what it is for me. And it blends in, and then when the voice comes in after the music begins, and that blends in what you're saying, that to me is more of a professional commercial type music than something that, and they could have worked hard on it. They could have worked very hard on it. But the musicality, the voice, and everything is just not cutting it. So I would not put them over to commercial on the playlist. Not on my station. They would stay as indie until they came with something that I could put in the professional and it can blend right in. And that song, Kisses and Slide by Slide, because Slide by Slide got like a breakdown. You guys should make an extended on that one. that bass music, when you give a small breakdown in it, because that's what drew me to the song, was that small breakdown. I'm just like, oh, okay, we could do something here. So you guys should extend that. Y'all should make that a party song and extend it to at least 6 minutes or something like that. Just that background, just that doom doom do 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 slide to slide. Even if you're just saying that in there, I think that would be really good. I mean, it's just a suggestion. I'm just saying because of the sound of it. But you keep up the good work with the professionalism as far as the music and the songs blended together. People don't realize how much time it takes to put together a good song, especially when you're an independent artist. Because a lot of people just like to go past you because you're independent. Oh, they're independent. That's all they know because they've heard so many horrible independent artists.
That's right. And people don't understand you have to start somewhere. You have to start. If you don't start somewhere, who's going to find you out? I mean, what are you going to do to get yourself out there?
That's right. What are you going to do? It's nothing that you can't do. You got to go. You got to come out with something professional. I like being able to stick, which is, part of the plan, being able to stick certain songs in with commercial music and just let it blend right in there. So when someone's listening to a commercial artist playlist and they're listening and your song comes up and they're like, I never heard this song before. who's that artist? That's the effect that I want from my indie artists. That's the effect. But in order to get that effect, I have to get that type of music.
That's right.
In there. So, so I like it. It's like definitely y'all should think about an extension on that. Kisses is really good. That was my first time like really, really listening to it. Because a lot of this music I get, I listen to it, but I'm doing other things at the same time. So it's got to be something, that catches me. And the song Kisses was this was the first time I really sat and listened to that song. And that's a good song, too.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's a good song, too. That's a real good song. And I see you when you get out there, and I see your videos. If you ever get a chance to check him out on YouTube, it's really something the way he go, because you got these long legs. It's like you're moving like an ostrich.
Okay. I never heard that.
He said, "Get on up and let's move from side to side." It's like you got this ostrich. I can't describe it, but it's I guess it's just your way of dancing. I guess it's your way of dancing, so. But it's cute. I mean,
thank you. I'll take it as a compliment. I'm not offended, man.
Okay. Just because they could sing don't mean they could dance. You know what I mean? Just
and see, and another thing, it comes from being in show band. I've been in marching band.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is? You still got that move.
Yeah, you can't once you. Hey, it's like riding a bike. I told you I'm funky, girl. You see? Now for real, at the song party time didn't come on, but hey, check this. I took the rug so deep, I done scarred my shoes. I said that in party time.
Okay.
Yeah, I could have rug.
Okay.
I could too. I'm from Mississippi. We just home.
I see. You do. You be out there. I see.
I just do out here. We coming for our Mississippi. We coming. Southern Soul Blues, Mississippi. Period. We coming.
Mississippi. MISSISSIPPI.
So convenient. Yes.
That's good. It's good. So, I mean, our interview was a little lumpy, but it's okay because I get it in the edits. I'm gonna work it all out in the edits. even make your voice louder in the edits. It'll be good. The final will be good when I put it out there. But I appreciate your diligence in continuing to try and connect. Some people, their phones may not act right or something like that. I can't say that it's my connection all the time. Sometimes it is the telephone. It's it doesn't want to do right, but you have some people, they just give up. Well, I'm just tired. But you were determined. You were determined to come on this interview and talk, and I'm glad you did. I'm glad I got a chance to talk to you. Kind of hooked something up here, but I'm learning because I get people with phone trouble all the time. So I'm trying to learn how to use all the different gadgets I have in my studio to try to make it work out, especially with this playing the music spot on. So before we leave, okay, because I know I've held you up for a minute. I know you got other things to do. Tell the people where they can find your music at.
You can find my music on all major streaming platforms, including YouTube at Chad Jones Music, TikTok, the same Chad Jones Music, Instagram, Chad Jones Music. Even if you type in Chad Jones Music on Facebook, you'll find me. Chad Jones Country Casanova. I appreciate everybody. Like I said, Chad Jones Music at Gmail. If you want to email me anything, some music producers. My number, once again, 662-671-0561. Reach out. Let's do some business. Let's work. We can negotiate. But those who have those budgets or whatever, too big, nothing's too big or too small, we can work it out.
Okay.
I appreciate you mentioning that.
Yeah, well, you were going to perform for me. You gave me a very reasonable rate. It just didn't work out.
It just didn't work out. It's gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? I'm determined, right?
It just didn't work out. I had your face all over the advertisement and everything, and I had to move the date, because I live in a city that's a college town.
Yeah.
And during that time, because I live in a city that's a college town.
Yeah.
And during that